Welcome to the Karen and Son Show. To our loyal supporters, we really appreciate you guys for being there and supporting our videos. To the new supporters, we just sitting here chopping it up. About to let you know who Karen and Sons is.
Yeah, my childhood was really good. I lived with two good mother and a father, and I'm glad I had my mother and father. And I was born with 4 other sisters and brothers, and I'm the youngest one. And 2 of my sisters died, and my mom and daddy died. So it's only me and my brother. I had my first son, Michael, at 26. Then I had Justin at the age of 29. I was a single parent raising them. And, you know, it was hard for me. It was very hard because I had to buy, I had an abortion after Michael was born with one baby, but I had Justin, and I wasn't wanting to have you either, but I said, because Michael was 1, and I said, what am I going to do with another baby? And I became a single parent because their dad was in jail most of their lives. It was hard for me being a single parent, but I made a way. When he wasn't in jail, he did a lot for my boys. He did a lot for them. Everything he could, birthdays, Christmas, everything like that, but he wouldn't do a darn thing for me. He wouldn't do nothing for me. I don't know why he wouldn't do nothing for me. I don't know why, but I mean, I guess that's just the way he was. From the point that he went to jail, I was a single parent. Eventually, he passed away when Michael was 6 and Justin was 3. He about to make me cry.
When my dad passed, it was like, I was 6, so I'm really understanding, like, dang, like, man, he gone. So he was really like the other man in my life. So I knew from right then and there, like, how hard it was gonna be, because I looked it up to him so much, just off of, me being that young, and then seeing her trying her hardest to keep everything afloat and teach me and my brother how to be men at the same time. So it was like, it was tough. It was real tough. And then just taking on the leadership skills of being the oldest and doing for her and my brother, at a young age.
Like when our father passed, like my brother was saying, like not having a male father figure there besides our grandfather. And he was a little older, and he had an illness of lung cancer that was ongoing and forth with him. So he did the best that he could before he passed away. So that's one part of, the down part of it. But as far as like having a roof over our head and food and stuff and clothes, like we maintain. Some advice that I would give to another young individual that doesn't have a male figure in their life is get around people that you see good interest in, that's has wisdom and of age, that can show you things that can instill in you that you can grow into be a man, and you take certain traits from certain people that you learn from that, they offer good, gestures or showing you something valuable that you can take on within your life.
Yeah, tools that you can use in everyday life. Because, growing up without a male figure in our life like that, like I say, her father, our grandfather, he was there, but it was only for a short period of time when his lung cancer came back into remission. So, it wasn't too much that we could really get from him. Like, he passed away like my 12th grade year of high school. So it was almost like, I was just getting to learn what he was saying about life and showing me like how to really be a man and motion me how to lead in a proper way. So, like my brother was saying, sometimes you're gonna have to find yourself and center yourself around the right type of male figures that can point you in the right direction. Yeah. And that don't mean like them really telling you what to do, but sometimes them men might be doing so good you can see how they maneuver, and you learn from what they doing and you implement that in your life,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I just, you know, I would say definitely do that and keep your head on straight. Like, I know that growing up in a single parent household ain't always the best thing, you know. In our situation, it wasn't the best, but we turned out to be some pretty
Some good boys.
great men. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
boys.
So
Yeah, good men.
so you know,
Because you know why? You know why I call them good men? Because most men wouldn't look after their mother like they look after me. They wouldn't do it. They would not do it. Their life before I came disabled was, I had a really good life, really good one. I went to work every day. I complained about it, but I went to work every day. I did not want to go. I did some hard ass work. I changed people's asses and had to get them up and get them up with Hoyer lifts as a CNA. I had a really hard job, but I did that for 6.5 years. And when I came home from doing that, I loved doing hair. I loved it. I just loved it. Yeah, I became disabled because I had these strokes on the right side of me, but it wasn't because of my blood pressure. It was because a hole I had in my heart. I had 4 strokes to my brain, and it was really hard. And I'm not gonna say I'm depressed, because I'm not. I'm not, because if you say you're depressed, then darn it, you're gonna be it. Yeah, but I'm not depressed no more. Sometimes I get depressed, but not often.
for me, before the stroke she had, like she said, she had 4 strokes to her brain. So I was in the 11th grade. Man, it hit so fast. It was like seeing her go from doing everything she loved doing with me and my brother, and then just everything she loved doing with herself, like doing the hair. That was really her passion and her love, doing hair. And she always helped other people, you know, out a lot. So just seeing her being herself, doing her everyday life routines and doing just things that she loved doing, like I seen her always moving. And then once the strokes had happened, and like I said, I was in the 11th grade, it was like, man, it was like it went downhill so quick. I really couldn't understand it at first. Cause I'm like, man, I'm seeing somebody that went from walking and moving all the time and on the go to now somebody that's really kind of confined to, you know, the house, or have to stay in, or can't do too much movement. So, you know, it really kind of like put me in an emotional spot, you know, at times. When she had became disabled, a lot of me and Justin duties had changed as children. Like we wasn't even children no more at the age we was, because we already had to become caretakers for Karen. Like, how did you feel about when she had got disabled? Like, what was your thoughts when she had got disabled, or, you know, when the strokes had happened?
Well, when it happened, like you said, it went from her working and seeing her doing all that to not being able to doing what she normally was doing. That's when it really hit, because I said, you know, it was like, dang, like, what's really going on? Like, she ain't really doing like what she would normally do on a day-to-day basis. And it's pretty much like your superwoman losing her powers, you know what I mean? So it's like, you just trying to figure out life and trying to stay afloat, but still trying to wrap your head around what's really going on, and, you know, everything.
After I had my strokes, I had a lot going on with me. I had something in my stomach, gallbladder removed, and it kept going down from there. And then I had the staples in my stomach. What all I have moved right there from appendix. Yeah, I had them removed.